Welcome to the Invest with Dennis channel, guys. Today is Wednesday, and we are eagerly anticipating the release of CPI for the month of July. But in the meantime, as I was browsing CNBC, I came out I came across an article that I found very interesting. Core market after a cleaner quarter. Here's what's happening. Core is up 18% in pre-market trading after reporting that second quarter revenue doubled. Yesterday, I did a quick earnings video or short about Core. The company saw increased demand for its AI compute capacity in the infrastructure build out. There we go again, guys. AI, AI. Overall, this was one of the cleaner quarters we have seen from CoreWeave since the company IPO'd. I believe the company IPO'd in last year. I'm not sure whether it's June last year, but I think it did IPO last year. AI cloud giant CoreWeave was up in pre-market trading on Wednesday after reporting that its second quarter revenue doubled, driven by surging demand from hyperscalers for AI compute capacity. The company, which rents out high-powered computing capacity needed to run and build AI, reported after the bell Tuesday that its second quarter revenue came in at 2.6 billion, up 112% from 1.2 billion in the second quarter of 2025. It's guiding for the third quarter revenue of between 3.4 billion and 3.6 billion. So in the third quarter, revenue is expected to be between 3.4 to 3.6 billion. But the company is still not profitable. You have to keep that in mind. Operating expenses for the quarter also more than doubled year on year and marginally exceeded revenue per the results. CoreWeave was last seen up 18% in pre-market trading. So as of pre-market trading, CoreWeave is up 18%. At Tuesday's close, it was up 26% since the start of the year. That's very impressive. But remember, the company is still not profitable. And as of recording this video, it's currently sitting at $107 in pre-market approximately. Its revenue backlog for the quarter stands at 104 billion as of June 30th, which doesn't include a 25 billion in new customer commitments for the third quarter. And CoreWeave reached an important inflection point this quarter as our scale began to translate into expanding operating leverage. CoreWeave CEO Michael Intrator said in the release, customer demand is accelerating and enterprise adoption broadens, and we continue to deepen our technology platform. Intrator is appearing on CNBC Squawk on the Street at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, which is approximately 30 minutes from now. CoreWeave has taken a significant debt and as it races to build AI infrastructure. Operating expense rose to 2.6 billion from 1.2 billion a year earlier. That left CoreWeave with an operating loss of 49 million, compared with operating income of 19 million a year ago. For the full year, the company focused revenue of 12.4 billion to 13.2 billion and adjusted operating income of 960 million to 1.15 billion. So this is just some of the numbers that CoreWeave has. It's an AI related play, and we appreciate CNBC for breaking down, as always, the core items that investors are looking for. Guys, it's 5:29 and I am waiting for the CPI results, and I'll be gradually refreshing my page to see what the latest CPI information that we have. I usually do the slide decks, but I just wanted people to be aware of the CPI information as soon as it comes out. So the CPI comes out at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time here in the West Coast. So sit back, relax. CNBC is a very good website for anything business related. And it's a global website because they literally talk about all the markets, worldwide. And these are some of the breaking news right now, breaking stories right now. Mortgage rates is one of them. And I also leverage another website called Seeking Alpha. It's a very, very good website. It has all the latest global market information, domestic and global as well. So these are some of the news, Core Wave with just touch base on that. It's surging pre-market. And we also have Meta and Nvidia. These are always breaking the news. It is 5:30 right now, guys. Let me refresh my page. We are looking for CPI, Consumer Price Index. It's a key indicator that the Fed uses in its fight against inflation. Which media website will have that information out first? If I'm lagging, I bear with you, but 5:30 as of recording this video, it's now 5:31. We are waiting for Consumer Price Index. Let me go to Seeking Alpha right now. And let's see. Let me refresh my page just to see in case Seeking Alpha has this information. The CPI. CPI, guys, it's a very, very important economic indicator, especially for the Fed in its fight against inflation. And on a personal level as well, we as ordinary citizens, investors, and the like, we need to know how CPI is doing. We are waiting for the inflation report. It's 5:32. I am still waiting for CNBC to break the news when it comes to inflation. I hope everyone out there, wherever you are around the world, this is the Invest with Dennis channel. I'm hoping you're having a good time, whether you're going to work or whether you're getting off work. Remember, it's not just about investing in the stock market or crypto. It's also about investing in your mental and your physical health as well. Always keep that in mind. You can have all the millions in the world, but if mentally you're going through a lot or physically you're going through a lot, you cannot enjoy the numbers. Guys, breaking news, guys. Let me jump to the article real quick. Consumer prices rose 0.1% in July as expected, putting the annual rate at 3.4%. This is breaking news, guys. This is a CPI for July. The consumer price index was expected to increase 0.1% in July with an annual rate of 3.4%, according to the Dow Jones Consensus Focus. Excluding food and energy, their respective core estimates were 0.2% and 0.25%. This is breaking news. We'll continue refreshing this page for the full scope, because with the consumer price index, there's so many other variables and sectors that fall into play. And this is a breaking news right now. We are waiting for the full article from CNBC. In the meantime, let us go to Seeking Alpha right now. There we go. Seeking Alpha has some of this information as well. Okay, there we go. A quick snapshot. July Consumer Price Index rose up 0.01%. Consensus was 0.01%, and prior was 0.04%. 3.4% year over year versus 3.4% consensus, and 3.5% in June. Core CPI excludes food and energy was up 0.2% month over month versus 0.02% consensus and 0.0 prior. 2.25 year over year versus 2.25 consensus, and prior was 2.6%. These are the CPI numbers. There we go. Breaking news right now. Let's refresh this page right now. We'll see if CNBC will have the full breakdown of CPI. Oh, there. Perfect. Consumer prices rose 0.01 in July as expected, putting the annual rate at 3.4%. A key inflation reading Wednesday showed prices moderating across range of goods and services, possibly taking the urgency out of an imminent interest rate hike. So when the Fed makes their decision, this will be a key indicator. This data, the consumer price index, part of the central bank's inflation dashboard, showed an increase of 0.01 during 0.1 during July, in line with the Dow Jones consensus estimate, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Excluding food and energy, so-called core CPI rose 0.2%, also matching the focus. On an annual basis, the annual inflation rates were 3.4, also meeting Wall Street expectations. Though the levels held way above the Fed's 2% target, the 10 monthly reading, coupled with similarly moderate levels in June, indicate that the energy fueled burst early in the year is easing. Because, during the year with energy and the war in Iran and prices went up, that affected everything. So there you have it, family. That's the CPI, Consumer Price Index. Prices rose 0.1% in July. It came in as expected, putting the annual rate at 3.4%. Remember, the Fed's target rate is 2%. So it's still way above the Fed's target rate. But we have a new Fed, Kevin Walsh. He said he'll try by all means to reduce inflation to reach the Fed's annual target. Remember, this is a very, very key indicator, even in the stock market as well. We'll see how the market will react to this. But hopefully inflation continues to go down. Like they said, prices in July rose and is expected due to the Iran conflict. This is the Invest with Dennis channel, guys. This is just a quick analysis, live analysis, courtesy of CNBC website on the Consumer Price Index. Remember, guys, have a blessed day. We'll have more updates on the market as the day progresses. And please, you can find us on YouTube, Invest with Dennis. You can also find us on TikTok and Instagram. Educate each other. Let's build wealth together. Peace and blessings, everyone, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.